recognize Stephen Brennan, graduate of the Master of Professional Studies in Integrated Behavioral Health at the University of Minnesota. Personal experience and strong desire to help others led Stephen to an interest in and passion for the substance abuse treatment field. Stephen's accomplishments have garnered him several awards, including this year's Central Region Outstanding Continuing Education Student Award. Please help me welcome Stephen to the stage.
Thank you all very much. Thank you to the University Professional and Continuing Education Association for this wonderful award and this outstanding event. I also thank my advisor, Fiaz Kareem, and other staff at the College of Continuing and Professional Studies who nominated me for this award. I am truly grateful. In May of this year, I graduated from the Integrated Behavioral Health program at the University of Minnesota, where for 3 years I studied the integration of mental health and addiction counseling services. My journey back to school in my late 20s was inspired by my own recovery from addiction. For many years, I struggled with alcohol abuse and substance abuse, which impacted my relationships, my mental and physical health, and my overall well-being. At age 27, I wasn't happy with where I was in life, and I decided to get sober. In recovery, I was drawn to the substance abuse treatment field by a desire to help others achieve sobriety just as I had. But I learned quickly that my experience, while an important catalyst to get into the field, was not always going to translate to serve the clients I worked with. Consequently, I embarked on an important journey of doing research, practicing in clinical settings, and developing my leadership skills in order to grow into a clinician capable of serving a diverse clientele. During my first year and a half of school, I also worked full-time as a program director at a group residential housing facility for men in recovery from co-occurring mental health and substance use disorders. This experience, where I worked with people very different from myself, showed me that my recovery story was not always going to be enough to serve the clients that I wanted to work with. Consequently, I pursued additional training to learn best practices when working with a culturally and socioeconomically diverse clientele. This endeavor was assisted through a fellowship from the National Association of Addiction Counselors, which assisted in providing me additional training and resources outside of my school program to work with a broad range of clients. That first job also opened my eyes to the connection between trauma and addiction. So I was able to pursue advanced training in post-traumatic stress disorder therapy, which was offered at the University of Minnesota, and I was able to practice at a treatment center in Minneapolis. My hope throughout was to gain knowledge and skills in order to best serve clients with unique and specific challenges. I am now a licensed alcohol and drug counselor, and I am receiving clinical supervision towards my license in professional clinical counseling. I have a job in Minneapolis working at a treatment center called New Way, where we serve clients with addiction and trauma-related disorders. One important lesson I've learned during my experience at New Way thus far is that while it's important to treat the mental health and the addiction side of things, it's also important to help individuals pave a path forward in their lives. The theme of this association, of this conference, continuing education, could not be more appropriate for my clients. Continuing education to find a profession and a purpose in life is integral to a healthy recovery. I see that for my clients, and it's been my personal lived experience. The work everyone at this conference does can truly transform lives. I really appreciate you allowing me to share my experiences with you, and I greatly appreciate this award. Thank you very much.